Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading for December. I just did your whole reading video. It was like the longest one so far. It was over 20 minutes long, and I keep having these technical difficulties. No matter I've been trying different things. I've been trying to sometimes the video shows up later somehow, and it it was still recording and it was all there and processing, and somehow it only uploaded the first 17 seconds, and I'm still learning YouTube, so I don't know if I was trying to figure out if there was a way to go back, but it seemed to have been lost, so I'm gonna redo it. I'm still figuring things out, so I don't know. I have to trust that these things happen for a reason. It's happened to me many times in the last week. Like, abnormally, no matter what I do, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, it's a different energy when you do it the second time, because when you're doing it the first time, it's just the messages come out, and the second time, I don't know, it's coming out a different way for whatever reason. The sun was shining beautifully on this card in like kind of a trippy way, and now it's moved over there, so it is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs of Aquarius for December. Time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it is when it's meant for you. It's a general message. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're wondering about your moon and rising sign, you can go in Cafe Astrology, and you need your time of birth to do your birth chart, and you can get more info on yourself with your full astrological birth chart, and you can watch the other signs that you're connected to. So okay, I'm gonna get into this once again. I hope I figure out all my technological stuff. I mean, it's bizarre. I trust, and I know technology is not always reliable, and anyway, I'm still learning, so I'm just gonna redo this. So at the crowning of your reading, I used that's what I was telling you in the other video, Earth Warriors Oracle. It's a really beautiful deck. I was just reading, so the deck is by Alana Fairchild, but the art is so beautiful. It's by Isabel Brina, and I just looked her up quickly. She has an Etsy, she has different places you can go look at her art. If you want to support her art, it's really beautiful. So you've got number 23, Abuela Medicine, Remedy of the Grandmothers. Let me read. I actually, for the first time, read through the whole thing, because these are really long messages, because I felt that it was needed for a few people, so I will read through it again. So believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation that it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes in many forms, from Great Spirit to facilitate healing of body, of mind, and of soul, whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for the practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into fulfillment of your divine potential. There's no limits to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. You are on a healing journey. Put your trust in the divine genius of Great Spirit and the medicine of the earth, through which divine healing can express itself. As you allow your spiritual connection to guide your earthly steps with synchronicity and divine intervention, you will be supported for a healing journey that will be profound for you. This oracle indicates a healing outcome that will enhance your soul journey. Your soul has healing gifts, and you are meant to participate fully in an exploration of healing that is of interest to you. You are meant to understand how it is that you are a healer in your own unique way, whether that be professionally or in how you are as a person in the world more generally, as a part of your life journey. So, spiritual guidance. Have you been the warrior carrying on regardless of a deep wound that makes your life and work in the world more difficult? Whether the wound is of mind or body, there is guidance that it is time to allow for healing. Through a healing journey, you can become free to proceed more easily, effectively, and joyfully in your life's work. Grandmother medicine typically relates to the use of plants through various disciplines to promote healing of the mind and body. However, the oracle speaks of a broader interpretation. It indicates a time when earthly steps on your healing journey will be supported and guided by spirit for truly inspiring results. Heaven and earth are intersecting, and when that happens, the practice of various types of physical world medicine can become a channel for divine blessing. This divine integration of heaven and earth will transform the way you see and experience the physical world. It will provide you with a feeling of harmony between the celestial and the earthly, a sense of masculine and feminine energies working together for the same purpose. You will no longer feel divided within yourself, pulled in competing directions, or conflicted about key aspects of your life and belief systems. This is healing, all things coming together in right order, working with rather than against each other for love and higher purpose. The commencement of the healing journey, whether you are the healer or the patient or both, demands a period of purification, a cleansing that will support the release of toxins of body, mind, and soul, so that true vitality, well-being, and divine beauty can manifest unimpeded. The basis of all true healing is a shift in consciousness, so powerful that it alters not only mind, but eventually soul and physiology as well. If one attempts to shift consciousness without adequate preparation, the process can be destabilizing, generating unnecessary disorder and confusion. Even if there's a temporary sense of heightened awareness at first, without adequate preparation, the experience will not be able to be integrated and may result in feeling worse rather than better without any real long-term change. Yet you are called at a soul level to enter a healing journey, so how can you avoid the pitfalls and open to the blessings? Becoming ready for the medicine means preparing for the cure also. This is based on approaching the power of earth with due respect. It's not about trying to force an outcome that you wish. It is about cleansing and opening the self to the gift of what is given from Earth Mother and Great Spirit. It is not about controlling the healing flow, but of readying oneself for it to be received. That means surrendering attachment and resting and cleansing the body and mind through practices that work for you, so that you are open to the certain change that healing will bring. It means practicing unconditional trust, because divine timing may sometimes express kindness through delays. It means gently but surely dislodging your beliefs in the fixed reality of your own experience, even if an issue has been present for decades, so that you are loose and limber, ready to be reformed, recreated through the healing genius of heaven and earth, an intelligent creative relationship expressing their unconditional love for you. And it keeps going with the healing process, talking about connecting with nature and Mother Earth. So this is a really long message. Usually I don't read the whole thing, but I felt compelled to with this one. And the whole thing might only be for a few people. Maybe you're just going through, some whatever it is. It doesn't mean that you're taking a plant medicine, but it could be that you're just through a time of healing, whatever that may be for you. And the message I'm hearing here is the time of healing is not just the time of ceremony. It's the time before and the time after. It's about preparing, purifying the mind and the body, cleansing. It's, to me, like when I read it, I mean, this could be a metaphor for some, depending what you're going through, but it's like when people go to do a ceremony to take a plant medicine, usually the shamans will recommend a dieta, like a diet that you follow for a certain time, because you want to release all kinds of, you want to cleanse your body and your mind before taking these medicines. So for some people it can be a few weeks, some people it's a few months before, like really. But in general, it can be for, you know, your lifestyle, like cleansing the mind and the body in order to be ready for this medicine. And then you might have a powerful experience with something that is healing. And then the message here is also about how are you going to integrate that into your daily life. And it's about balancing. I heard a lot about things coming together, things working together, the balance of the earth and the divine. So connecting to spirit, but also being able to somehow integrate that into your earthly, physical, practical life. So yeah, there's a lot of messages there, but for some of you that might be pertinent, so I thought I would keep going with this card here. So yeah, that's the crowning of your reading here. And what I did in the original video is I'm going to go straight into the tarot cards. We have the King of Water as a central energy for you at this time. The kings are a mature energy. They can be leaders. It can be the energy that you're in. This could be you, could be someone around you. Water is emotion and relationships. This one, he's very compassionate. He's very fair. He's a mediator. He's gentle. And I'm going to read, where's the book? I'm going to read out some of the quotes that they wrote with this deck just for the King of Water. I honor and respect all beings, including myself, and see the commonalities we share and the spirit that is in all of us. I listen to other voices and blend them with my own wisdom before settling on an opinion, making a decision, or taking an action. I gently and lovingly lead others away from fear and divisiveness and into harmonious collaboration. So again, coming together, everything's balancing and coming together. So that's a beautiful energy to be in, because it's kind of mature and but it's also very gentle and compassionate. And you also got the Page of Earth, which is kind of like the new beginning of something in the earth realm, meaning practical health, finances, work, material things, some kind of new project you could be starting, or a new study or something like this. You're getting maybe you're just getting the idea right now, or you're just dipping your toe into it. You're like just starting this kind of new thing that's gonna help you in the earthly realm. And this is coming into the Ace of Air, and in this deck, the ace is a new beginning. And Ace of Air in this deck is all about synchronicity, following the messages, following the signs. It can be karma. It's like a divine time for you. With that whole healing process and this whole energy, it's really beautiful. It's things coming together. You're like, as long as you can connect to the heart and be aware of your surroundings and to the messages coming to you in different ways, this is showing me that you're going on your path, what your mission, what you're supposed to do in this world. It's a really divine card, and when it came out I thought it was just this card, but it actually had the Two of Air underneath it, and that's the card that follows it in the tarot, but the cards were not in order, so it just was meant to be. And the Two of Air is about coming into a time of having to take a moment to look at your options before making a decision, before choosing a path. It's coming to a time where you will have to choose a direction. And I think if you follow the signs, you follow the messages, listen to your heart, you will know, which way to go. And then we got the Fortune's Wheel, which is a major arcana, which can mean big changes, big influence at this time. And the wheel is all about, it's always turning. There's always different cycles coming in and out. The only constant is change. And the wheel is also about karma, and usually it's about coming into good fortune. And this deck, it represents also synchronicity, destiny. It's like you're coming into this divine timing. Something's happening where you're just really connected to the divine and to the messages, and following this to your next step, your next cycle. So wow, pay attention to that. And just as a sideline, it's not a center, it is a major card, but it's not a central card that came out. It's just kind of maybe something additional. We have the Empress in reverse. The Empress, this could be a creative block. It can also be maybe not being able to fully be in your power right now, maybe not being a bit too dependent. Upright, the Empress she's the motherly figure. She's birthing abundance, new beginnings, and everything's like fruitful and growing. And so there might just be a delay or a blockage here surrounding that, just to keep in mind. Sorry about the noise back there. And then in the spirit animal, this I will read to you because I like the way they wrote it. 65, Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. So Whale Spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time, and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, Whale Spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. When Whale Spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition, and through peripheral senses that part the invisible veils, separating the visible world from the great manifesting consciousness in the hidden realms. Now's the time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit, and to trust that within the invisible, what you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended to by angels. Look at the beauty in this card. It's very Aquarius. I won't say any more about this card, it just said it all. So, and then last card we have from the Earth Magic deck. I don't see this card often, so this is really beautiful. Love, compassion. So I feel this is really a time for you to connect to the heart, or to heal the heart chakra, and first love yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to shine that light energy through our heart, and to have compassion for others. I mean, I can see this very connected to the King of Waters. This is love, compassion, being fair, being gentle to yourself and to others. So that's one of the main messages I'm feeling here. And out of all the cards, I'm seeing healing, I'm seeing heart. Make your decisions based on connecting to the heart, trust, and a lot of synchronicity and divine energy at this time. So follow your heart, follow the messages, be aware. Yeah. I think that's got everything. I don't know if anything else I said in the video I lost, then maybe you weren't meant to hear it. So, yeah, really beautiful cards, beautiful energy. I don't know if I'll do a video on this, but it is the end of the year. We've gone into the new moon of Sagittarius. So there's a lot of shifts in the energy. There's also 2020 is coming up real soon. From what I hear, there's a lot of I'm interested in astrology, but I'm not super experienced in it. I'm learning a little bit as I go, but there's a lot of shifts happening. So yeah, just a lot of transformation. I'm seeing in all of the readings a lot of transformation. So keep that in mind if you want to look up a bit more about these energies, things that are going on with the planets around this time, coming into the year 2020. Time of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is an explorer, a traveler, a visionary. Similar qualities to the Aquarius. I was actually learning about this. I'm learning about it, but I went to see. I don't usually do this, but I went to see an astrologer recently-ish when I was out. I was out in Montreal, and I'm in a Sagittarius rising, and he was telling me he's an Aquarius, and he was telling me about the similar qualities with the Sagittarius and the Aquarius. So yeah, really interesting. And anyway, this is probably getting long, so thank you so much for listening. If you're interested in a personal reading or reaching out to me, I do personal readings by donation. It's also, I'm going to be offering them also as if you're looking for a holiday gift for someone without wanting to buy, material things. It's a great way to support this, and then I can make more videos for you guys. So thank you so much, and talk to you soon, or see you soon.